So we got some time before our ghost tour tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we can find where Brady made his leap.
Sounds cute.
Hello there, Parapeeps, and welcome to another episode of Our Haunted Travels. I'm your host, Sean Donnelly.
I'm your co-host, Marianne Donnelly.
Today we are in Kent, Ohio. Tonight we have some stuff scheduled to go do, and we got some things we want to go around, shoot some video, talk about some haunted locations. But for right now, we're doing a historical look. We're looking for the location where Brady made his leap. We're in Brady Leap Park.
That's right.
Is it Brady Leap or Brady's Leap?
It says Brady's Leap. But
Brady's Leap Park?
Yeah.
Okay, so you could come along with us while we try to find the marker where it actually took place. And then we'll talk about it a little bit once we find it. You can hear water in the background. Let's see if I can flip over. You know what? Before we get into that, if you're into the paranormal, history, forensic, and travel type videos,
don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ding that little bell so you'll hear from us next time we post a new video.
almost forgot.
I always forget.
So, right there, there's a river. We're going to tell you a little bit more about Brady once we find the location and the placard and do a little bit of research. But the story was that he was being chased by Native Americans that direction, and he made a 22 feet jump across that right there, which I believe is the Cuyahoga River. 22 feet. Well, we gotta find the placard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's go looking for the placard. Don't fall. Don't slip.
I'm okay.
Okay. I think this is the spot here, from what I've read so far. There was a placard that here at one time you could see that it was drilled in the hole, but must have been vandalized.
Yeah, because it looks like they have over there. Looks like somebody tagged it and they painted over it.
But if you look, I don't know if you can tell in the video. Wow, that is a gorge. How high up that is. And if he
Can't really see in the video.
No.
We'll have to find another way over.
I don't know if you can tell down there. See the water? So if that's the leap he made, holy cow. Of course, it's wider than 22 feet. This was back in the 1800s when this took place. He was a officer, I think. He was an officer in the American Revolution. So early 1800s, late 1700s, I believe. I guess I should fact check before we do the videos. But I believe I did read that a stone marks the place where it took place.
And this is a pretty big stone.
Yeah. So right down from here is that rock where you just come up out of the sun.
There it is, right there.
Okay, so Samuel Brady enlisted as a rifleman in 1775, fighting in the East with his father and brother in several iterations of the 1st Pennsylvania. Eventually he was promoted to captain and transferred to the 8th Pennsylvania, which was posted at Fort Pitt. It's on our list. Fort Pitt, Fort Duquesne, all those places. Okay.
Well, we did go to Fort Pitt while we were dating.
We did, but we want to go back because Fort Duquesne was there. As popular histories in the 19th century are told, sometime in 1780, Brady took several men out to pursue a Native American raiding party that had attacked white settlers along the Cuyahoga River in Washington County, Pennsylvania. He suspected the raid of originating in the area around the falls of the Cuyahoga River, today approximately Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. The region was reasonably well traveled, as it was near a portage between the Cuyahoga River, which looked north toward Lake Erie, and the Muskingum River, which flowed south towards the Ohio River. Okay, so he brought out his men in search of that party. Okay. So as they were out looking for him, they ran smack dab into the warriors had been pursuing and promptly found themselves outnumbered. After a brief exchange of shots, Brady ordered his men to retreat and scatter. The Native Americans, however, recognized Brady and focused their attention on capturing him. He like poked a hornet's nest, right? The warriors herded Brady toward a narrow point on the Cuyahoga where it cut through a rocky gorge. Which that's a rocky gorge right there. The gap between the two sides at the top was narrow, perhaps 22 feet, but widened out at the bottom. In one popular version, Brady, as he approached the chasm, concentrating his mighty powers, knowingly that life or death was in the effort, leaped the pass at a bound. It so happened that a low place in the opposite cliff favored the leap, which is where we were first at. We saw that in the video. Okay, so, and then the story's been told over and over and over and over. So this is Brady Park, there's Brady Lake, there's Brady train station, remember, Brady Leap? There's a Brady Leap, where you get off on the Ohio Turnpike. It's called Brady's Leap. Remember seeing that?
Vaguely.
So, if you see Brady's Leap or Brady anywhere, I think there's actually a town named after him too, somewhere in Pennsylvania. But if you see Brady, it's because this guy, Samuel Brady, jumped over Brady's Leap. That's why they probably called it Brady's Leap. It's a heck of a coincidence if they didn't, right? Okay, so let's look around a little bit more and then we'll head out.
Okay.
Okay, so one thing that I forgot. I said there's a Brady Lake.
Yes.
Which is not too far from here.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was he jumped over here, he ran to Brady's Lake, and he got into the lake, and he stayed in there, I think for about 24 hours. He hid in the lake, and he had a reed that he was breathing while they were looking for him, and that's how he escaped the Native Americans.
Very cool.
So, all right.
Let's go. here is Brady's Lake, supposedly where Brady sat underwater breathing through a reed.
Hid from the Native Americans. We're probably about what? A mile away from the Brady's Leap? If that?
Yeah.
We just drove down here to find the lake.
And he probably came straight. We came through different roads to get here.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not that far from the leap, but yep, this is it. Brady's Lake.
Brady's Lake.
Brady Lake. They dropped the S.
Oh.
Or apostrophe S.
Oh, it's just Brady.
Brady Lake.
All right.
I bet these people here don't know why it's named Brady Lake.
Probably not. They have a lot of beach houses all around here, or lake houses, I guess I should say. There's not really beach.
Lake. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, that's Brady's Leap, Brady's Lake. Why it's named Brady. We even passed by Brady Street,
We did.
which we believe could have been the way you went to Brady's Lake.
Could be.
Right?
Yes.
Anything else you would like to add to this one?
Just that you really can't visit Brady Lake.
No.
Not
you
unless
can't.
you have a house there.
Right.
It's like completely ringed with houses and a drive that you are not allowed to really stop on, and no parking. So you just kind of do a drive-by, I guess, if you want to go see Brady Lake.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, unless you know somebody lives there.
Right.
Or just go, squat. All right, so this video is going to be historical, unless I find some paranormal information about Brady's Leap, or Brady's Lake, or Brady whatever. But if not, this will be historical.
Okay.
All right, folks. Well, if there is paranormal, it'll come in next.
On cold, misty evenings at Brady's Leap Park in Kent, Ohio, the Cuyahoga River moves with a whispering sound that feels almost alive. Locals say that long after sunset, the air beneath the bridge changes, growing colder and heavier, as if holding the weight of stories untold. The park itself sits near the historic spot where frontiersman Captain Samuel Brady is said to have leapt across the gorge to escape pursuers in the 1700s. But the haunting that stirs here is not of the famous scout. It belongs to others, a woman, and two children seen near the riverbank, and a voice that calls from beneath the bridge, echoing through the hollow concrete and rushing water. One night, a group of college students from Kent State parked near the trail entrance, flashlights in hand, planning to record EVP sounds for fun. As they neared the bridge, the stillness of the park pressed in. One of them noticed movement by the trees, the faint shape of a woman in a long dress walking slowly along the bank. Her figure shimmered in the low light, not solid but clearly visible enough that her reflection rippled across the water. When they called out to her, she turned her head, but her face was pale and blurred, and she drifted backward into the fog until she was gone. They thought the sighting was the only strange thing that would happen that night, but then came the laughter. Two children's voices, light and joyful, echoed across the river. The group followed the sound, expecting to see someone nearby, but the laughter kept moving just ahead of them. When they reached the open area near the water's edge, they saw small footprints appear in the damp soil, fresh as if someone had just stepped there. Then, as quickly as the prints formed, they vanished beneath a thin layer of mist rolling off the river. As they turned to leave, a new sound rose beneath the bridge, a man's voice, low and strained, calling out, "Help me, please, help me." The plea echoed again and again, mixing with the sound of the water below. They shone their flashlights under the bridge, but no one was there. The voice continued for several moments, then stopped abruptly, leaving only the sound of the river and the distant hum of traffic. Since that night, visitors have reported the same phenomena. The woman's ghost has been seen walking the shoreline. The two children sometimes appear playing in the distance, and the man's voice continues to call from under the bridge whenever the water runs high. Whether they are echoes of the past or lingering souls bound to the Cuyahoga's edge, no one knows for sure, but those who have stood on the bridge at midnight say they can feel it, that deep chill of unseen eyes watching and the whisper of a presence waiting just beyond the reach of light. One sultry summer evening, 3 friends from Kent decided to relive old-time recreation and drove out to Brady Lake just after dusk. The evening air was thick and still, the water of the lake black in the twilight, broken only by the faint reflection of moonlight on its surface as the trio parked near the old shoreline of the resort era. They carried flashlights, a small cooler, and a half-remembered story about the lake being once home to hidden secrets. As they walked along a faded path beside the lake toward an old clearing once used for picnics, one of them pointed to the dense woods across the water and softly said, "You feel it." The silence, the trees stood motionless, and even the breeze seemed subdued. Approaching the edge of the water, they noticed something odd. Their footsteps didn't seem to echo. The water, dark and smooth, seemed to absorb sound rather than reflect it. Suddenly, a low, almost imperceptible hum rose. From the depths of the lake, nothing mechanical, more like a distant breath. The friends froze. One of them shone a flashlight out over the water and saw a faint shape, a pale glimmer just beneath the surface, maybe 30 feet offshore. It drifted slowly and then vanished. The surface rippled in a circular wave, though no wind touched the water. They hurried back along the path. Back near the car, they found scratch marks on the door, long, ragged, vertical scratches that looked fresh, like claws. One of them swore she heard a whisper in her ear, "Return me, preserve me." The voice was soft and indiscernible in tone, and it was gone as soon as she recognized it. When they reached home that night, none of them slept well. One awoke to see a dark figure standing at the foot of the bed vanishing when she blinked. Another dreamed of walking on the frozen lake in winter, hearing something beneath the ice knocking. They never spoke of the night together again, but each felt that the lake held memories no one talked about, a presence just beneath the surface waiting.
We'll come in next. If not, you're going to hear me say, until next time,
Thanks for watching.
and happy hunting.
Let us know if you like this video by hitting that thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to see more videos from us in the future, support our channel by hitting that subscribe button and dinging that bell so you get notified the next time there's a video from Panic D Videos.
Thanks for watching.
Happy hunting!